Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. In this video I go through the roadmap each week, letting you know exactly what has changed. As always, a huge thank you to all of my patrons and channel members for allowing me to do what I love to do. If you do enjoy my content, all the links are below in the description, and do make sure you are subscribed and comment with what you're excited for in 3.10. As courtesy of one of my channel members, we have a Mantis standalone ship to give away. So 3.10 is now on the live servers, but it appears to have some teething problems, similar kind of to the launch of the Alpha 3.9. Now, I have not played enough personally to get a good idea of what its performance and stability are like, but I did have one 30k crash practically 5 minutes into loading into the game. And there does appear to be a bit of a delay from requesting something like swapping your armor out to it actually happening. I have heard that a lot of people are having trouble loading into the game, plus there does seem to be a lack of missions compared to Alpha 3.9. I am hoping Cloud Imperium will address this ASAP, but I am almost certain that they will be working on a 3.10.1 patch to clean up as many unwanted issues as possible. Anyway, let's move on to the roadmap, and starting with 3.11. For locations, the cargo decks, this is at 72% complete with 34 out of 47 tasks being done. 3 were completed last week, now only 13 remain, and we did see the latest on these cargo decks on Inside Star Citizen, and they are looking amazing. I cannot wait to get these in game. For gameplay, we have improved throw, which is at 71% complete with 42 out of 59 tasks being done. 2 were completed last week, 1 was added, so 17 still to go, but it does sound like this is going to be a lot more improvements than I first thought. According to the monthly report, the video for the monthly reports I have linked in the description below should you want to check them out. But it states that throwing will account for the weight of any item, allowing you to throw lighter items further than heavier items, all using an AR or augmented reality throw prediction arc, which I personally dislike the sound of. I would rather have a limited UI than something like an arc for throwing. Having to work out the arc yourself is something I think would be good if we can get to that, but it does sound great. On to ships, the Origin 100i is at 57% complete with 20 out of 35 tasks being done. 2 were added, 15 now remain. We also got to see this on Inside Star Citizen, and they are looking pretty nice. Now the Mercury Starrunner, this is at 39% complete. They have made progress. They're at 45 out of 115 tasks. 15 were completed since we last heard or saw it change in July. 70 still to go, so they've got a long way to go, but we did get to see this and the Hercules on Inside Star Citizen, and I am very excited. My money is on both coming out for 3.11, but that is not a certainty. Do let me know what you think though. Finally, for 3.11s and weapons, the Bearing BR2 ballistic shotgun is at 57% complete, with 4 out of 7 tasks being completed. 2 were done this last week, 3 now remain, and this weapon was actually featured in Star Citizen Live this week, and it will be a useful addition to an impressive Bearing lineup. I do like the Bearing weapons, they're pretty snazzy. Anyway, moving over to 3.12 and gameplay, the station-based refining is at 63% complete with 40 out of 63 tasks being done. 1 was completed, 3 were added, so 23 now to go. Do check my leaks video linked in the description if you want to learn more about what station refining will involve. And weapon zeroing tier 0 is now at 80% complete. 4 out of 5 tasks are done. It was in the polishing stage, but Cloud Imperium have added a task, so 1 remains. So new to 3.12, well, pushed back from 3.11 to 3.12 is object push and pull. Now, it's a big shame, as I was really hoping for this to coincide with cargo decks and allow us to interact with physical cargo boxes, but that is clearly not going to be the case now. However, it does come with an explanation and deeper insight into what object push and pull will involve. So, I quote, "We extended our time on body dragging by a few sprints to help close out the feature, which has shifted back work on this card. It's also important to note that although this card is listed as object push and pull, the entire card encompasses object push and pull, mounted gun aiming, and character assisted locomotion, and we decided it was better to deliver all features at once in one release rather than staggering it out across multiple releases. So with that in mind, the card has been pushed back to Alpha 3.12. End quote. So pretty interesting to hear that this card has other important features with it. For one, mounted gun aiming is great to hear. most likely referring to things like bipods, but I do hope it also extends to the ability to rest your weapon on items and objects like boxes, railings, trees, and so on. That, alongside weapon zeroing, the FPS will hopefully start shaping up to be a bit more realistic, sort of creeping closer towards that armor section and away from battlefield, which we currently have right now. It's a bit more arcadey than sort of in between, which is what they're hoping to go for. Also, when it mentioned character-assisted locomotion, I do wonder if this is referring to the ability to push and pull yourself around in 0G, which is also something we have heard they are pretty much getting on with in the latest monthly reports. So yes, disappointed it's not coming in 3.12 for push and pull, but I am happy that it explains further as to what we could be getting. But with that said, I would just like to take the time to say a big thank you to everyone for all of the support here on YouTube, Patreon, and over on Twitch to allow me to do this. I really appreciate it, and I cannot thank you all enough. But that is the roadmap update for another week. As I said before, 3.10 has had a bit of a sketchy start, but I do truly hope that you are having a great experience. If not, let's hope that Cloud Imperium get a patch out ASAP to make it a great experience. Do make sure you hit subscribe if you want to keep up with all of Star Citizen's content, and if you want to be notified when my videos go live, be sure to tick up that notification bell. Hit the like button if you don't mind, it really helps me out, and come and hang out over on twitch.tv/supermacbrothers Ryan. I stream 4 days a week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.